Hi, this is Dr. Phil Nguyen with Happy Clinic, and today I just want to talk about Botox in general and why sometimes it doesn't work or sometimes it does work. I get a lot of questions like, I went to another clinic and it's not the same, and so that's what I came back to you. And let me just say this uh, about Botox technique that if you've got 200 different doctors, you're gonna have 200 different techniques, right? We're all using the same pair of scissors, but the quality or the difference in the haircut is going to be very different according to the aesthetic eye that we have and according to the techniques that we use. There's so many variables in Botox, everything from not only the injection site and where it's placed, but how deep that needle goes. Some areas I want that needle to go very deep, like the glabellar area. I want that needle to go all the way in. Whereas some areas I want it very superficial, like the crow's feet, just very superficial because the muscle is very superficial. So those are the things that make a big difference on how Botox is done. So let's just say you've gone to somebody else and you've gotten 30 units, and then you come to me and you get the same amount of 30 units. The results may be totally different according to my technique, according to my placement of the Botox, how deep I place it, how many units I place it in certain areas. So as a whole, basically, we have a very standard particular technique that we do at Happy Clinic. And the funny thing is, I learned that technique from practicing it on my own face. There's no residency on how to do Botox, okay? Even dermatologists and plastic surgeons, they get a little tiny knowledge of how to do Botox, but very few residencies teach anything about aesthetic or cosmetic procedures. And the reason why is that the manufacturers, the ones that make the Botox, are the ones that are really doing all the teaching. Transfer that technique, and I teach that to my staff so that we all have the same technique. It's like getting a haircut. If you come to me, you're gonna get a certain type of haircut that I think looks good on 99%, 98% of all patients that come to me. There are obviously patients that come to me that don't like the haircut that I give them, and they go somewhere else, and it's okay. Everybody has a different way of cutting that hair or injecting that Botox, and my technique may not work for you, or you may not like the way my technique does. It doesn't mean that I did anything wrong. It's just the way we do our Botox so that it's reproducible each and every time. When you come in, you can get the same results as last time, right? That's why you go to your stylist, is that they know your hair, they like your same cut. I know women that have had the same haircut or the same style for the last 40 years. That's why if you're really happy with the person that's doing your Botox right now, you're really happy with how they make you look, stay with them, please. Don't change around, don't try other people, stay with them, because when you try someone new, they're gonna give you a totally different haircut and you may like it. And one of the things that when patients come to me and ask, why are you here? What brought you in? Or how'd you hear about us? And they tell me that, oh, I've been going to someone else for a long time, and I just wanna try something new. And I said, okay, that's fine. Just realize that my technique is different. Realize that you're gonna get, quote, a different haircut than what you were used to. So as long as they're okay with that, I'll do it. But if they're like, I want the exact same haircut that my last Botox doctor did for me, I'm like, I don't know what he did. I don't know exactly what he did. I don't know how he placed it or how deep he went in certain areas. So if you want the same haircut, go back to him. So that's what I want. When you come into our office and you get Botox with us, we have a particular way of giving you a Botox haircut. Sometimes I get bad reviews, on our technique or on how we do it or whatever. And it's okay that I get bad reviews because it's that 1% that doesn't like the way I give my haircut. And you know, I just can't please everybody. Thanks for tuning in today with Happy Clinic. Please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. It helps me and motivates me to make more videos like this. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.